the Tristan Law Show. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm Tristan Law, some retired pro wrestler, and today, I'm your host. Last night, yesterday, whenever you watched it, 64 people walked into Saudi Arabia for the Royal Rumble on a mission. We had 2 Rumbles, 2 singles matches, and 64 careers chasing clarity. And when the night was over, or the afternoon, or the day, or the morning, whenever you watched it, only 4 walked out. Liv Morgan, Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, and Gunther. Everyone else left with a question mark over their heads. Careers ended, futures shifted, and once again, a masked man changed the night. Is it Seth Rollins or is it somebody else? Who is it this time? And what does it mean for WrestleMania? WrestleMania season is officially here! And I'm not alone. I'm here with the first lady of pro wrestling. I'm here with Jess the Yapton. What's going on, Jess?
Hey, everybody. What's going on? What's going on? My favorite little yappers. Welcome to the... You found it, Trish.
Told you I'd get the job for you. I'd get the job for you.
Yeah, so welcome. And yes, it is the kickoff of WrestleMania. We are... That was just... Like, how do I explain it? This is like the Mardi Gras of wrestling. So, you know, every PLE, every Raw, every SmackDown plays an important part all the way up until we come up to April 18th and 19th.
That's right. 2025. 6.
2025.
6. I don't know how to count.
5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7.
6, 7.
Right, what the kids say. So, I mean, I don't know, Trish. It was a lot of... This was a stressful one. Usually, like last year's Royal Rumble was a little more easier to digest, but this time, I don't know. It got a little weird for me. Now, I'm very happy for Liv. Well, the Royal Rumble winners.
Okay.
I'm very happy for that, but we'll talk about when we get to it. We'll talk about it. But the male Royal Rumble, AJ's match, I'm getting tired of this Gunther thing. I really am.
Okay,
I don't know
good.
about nobody else, but this Gunther thing is running stale.
Let's kick this off the only way that I know how.
All right.
By letting the ladies go first. Last night they opened up with the women's Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank. Golly, started already.
At least you said PLE.
Hold on. Wait. I'm trying to buzz myself. Hold on. I am bugging.
Yikes.
Look, I just want to let y'all know. I don't do drugs and I don't drink alcohol. So I don't know where I'm at today. But I'm here. Let's kick this off with the women's Royal Rumble. In case you didn't know, Liv Morgan won. Liv Morgan, she was runner-up, I think, last year and the year before. She was runner-up twice.
Right. She was runner-up this past year and the year before, and then the year before that, she was in 3rd place. So this was a redemption story for our girl Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
Now, I think my favorite part that Liv won is the and then what? Because remember how she won, right? She kicked over Raquel. I don't even remember when Roxanne Perez got put out, but that look that Raquel gave Liv Morgan knows that the end of the Judgment Day is coming. Do I think she deserves it? Absolutely. I thought that every woman that was in that ring deserved a shot at the Royal Rumble. But only one left, and that was our girl, Liv Morgan.
Raquel was eliminated
by Liv.
Yeah, she eliminated by Liv. She spent 35 minutes in the Royal Rumble. And
that's pretty long. That's a long little time.
Yeah, she was. Yeah. She was number 17, and she eliminated 4 people. She eliminated 2 people, counted James and Rhea Ripley. Shout out to WWE though, making it feel like it's a real sporting event, even though it's real to me. Damn it! I don't care what anybody says.
It was a real sporting event because wrestling is a sport. However, this right here, we're just watching dinner theater. The good stuff that makes us happy, that makes us laugh, cry, boo, yay. all the good stuff.
So here's the question then. Since we know that Liv Morgan won, who does she go for?
Oh, this is gonna be easy. I say, just follow me, walk with me, my little yappies.
Ooh, walking.
So we already know that Raquel and Stephanie Velker have some beef going on over there at Raw. So what we're going to probably see in the either next week or the week afterwards, we're going to see another heavyweight match between Raquel and Stephanie, to the point where Liv will probably interfere yet again. So now we're going to probably have a triple threat match for our next PLE. And what's the next PLE, ladies and gentlemen?
Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber. So I am expecting a triple threat match for the heavyweight championship between Raquel, Stephanie Velker, and Liv Morgan.
I don't know if I want that. If I was going to do a triple threat, the reason why I would do a triple threat is because I wouldn't want Stephanie Velker to have to take the pin. I had to look over at the screen because I have the champions pulled up because, I used to wrestle, get hit in the head. I forget things all the time. I don't want to call her Tiffany Velker.
Mm-hmm.
But, if I was putting a triple threat, I would do a triple threat only because I don't want Stephanie to have to take the pin so that she can walk away clean. But this is not the situation here. The situation, I think the story going into it is, how does she coexist with the other members of the Judgment Day, which the Judgment Day at this point is an all women's faction. Shout out to them. It's an all women's faction at this point. So how can they coexist and go into the Royal Rumble, into WrestleMania? Honestly, Jess?
They're not. This is the breakup, bro. We are watching the breakup just like we watched the breakup of the Drumline. Jesus. The Bloodline.
Good movie, by the way.
Great movie. But when we watched it, that's what happened, right? The Bloodline broke up, and then we had a whole big thing at WrestleMania. That's probably what we're going to get now.
I don't think there's any beef with the Bloodline because all Liv Morgan has to do is call back to one moment. When Liv Morgan came back, when did the John Cena and Dominic Mysterio match at, Survivor Series? She pretty much said that she was here for the World Championship. That's what she said she was here for, to come back and get her belt. When she was doing the whole tag team thing, she put the two ladies together. But now, they want to be fluid and go out and go get their own singles championship. She's like, nah. She goes, no. This is what I came back for. Y'all decided that y'all want to go do something else other than what I said that I was going to do. Because, but then it comes down to
Raquel and Stephanie was happening even before Survivor Series. It was very, very low monotone, but they've always had beef. Remember, she was on a boot for a while.
You're right. But here's
So,
the question though: who's the leader of the Judgment Day?
I don't think there is a leader.
And that's the problem.
I thought it was Finn. To be real with you,
I thought it was Rhea. Finn.
Who knows? So, at this point, we are seeing that everybody wants their opportunity to go solo now. And which is going to be so weird when Dominic Mysterio comes back, which I'm just like, bruh, it is really pissing me off that this man was allowed to take his break, go and do whatever he's doing, and yet the IC title has not been relinquished. That's crazy to me. He's hurt. Crazy. Doesn't matter. Okay, Naomi's pregnant. She had to relinquish her title.
You're right.
No.
You're right.
He should have lost that IC title to John Cena. John Cena should have retained and gave it to, I don't know,
Nah, he was hurt after that.
AJ Styles. I don't know. Somebody else should be having this IC title right now. Rusev is back now. Penta's right there. It don't make no sense.
Nah, but
it just doesn't.
No, but Dom got hurt after that. He got hurt in AAA wrestling in Mexico. He got hurt long after that. Well, not long after, but shortly after Survivor Series. So that's why he's been out. I know that he's not making any movies or doing anything crazy now.
That's fine, but it does not. I don't care why he's out right now. The title should have been relinquished. Just like if it was Seth Rollins, if it was anybody else, they would have to give the belt up.
Chat, help us out.
Dominic, please.
When was the last time Dom Mysterio was on TV?
It's been 4 months.
It's been that long?
Maybe. It feels like about 4 months. Survivor Series was in November.
Okay, so about November-ish.
Yeah.
About November-ish, he's been gone. So yeah,
if we're going, so 3 months now.
If we're going by the old school rules, he should have definitely defended the championship within 30 days. That's the old school rules, but then they don't do that. And then, but here's the thing though, like, they haven't mentioned the Intercontinental Championship too much. And it's like, if you're thinking about a mid-card championship, like, they don't really mention the mid-card championships as much as they should. I think they have too many belts. That's another conversation for another day.
No,
but yeah,
I think there's just enough.
It's too many.
It's just enough. It's amazing that y'all say it's too many belts when the women's are starting to get belts now. Don't do that.
No. Well, I'm not saying that there's too many belts for the women. I'm saying there's too many belts in the WWE altogether.
If you add the women, now it's officially like, if we're talking about WWE, just that one.
Yeah, right? Yeah. If we're talking about just the main roster,
right?
You have too many belts.
We got.
They could eliminate 2 belts and still catch the same amount of mileage.
You got the 4 big solos, the heavyweights, and then the WWE champions, right?
That's
right. Then you have both sides have intercontinentals, so now that's 6. And then everyone has a United States. That's 8.
There's 11 altogether.
So what's the 11? I'm just talking about Raw and SmackDown. I only count 8.
The Undisputed, the World Heavyweight, World's Women's, WWE Women's, IC, US, Women's IC, Women's US, Tag Team, World Tag Team.
I didn't count it.
WWE Tag Team, and then the Women's Tag Team. I
wasn't counting tag teams. Tag teams, it's a whole different division. I'm talking about just solos.
All right, well, altogether, I'm saying altogether they have too many belts. I think that they just need one world champion. One world champion. They need that world champion to either be the undisputed WWE champion or the world heavyweight champion. Put the belts together. Stop calling the belt undisputed, because what's disputed about it? All right, put the belts together. The women's world champion, the WWE Women's Championship, put it together. When the champion is not on the show, have either the Intercontinental Champion or the United States Champion be the one that leads the show.
Okay, that makes sense.
One tag team championships across the whole. They should have one WWE tag team championships for the men and one WWE tag team championships for the women, which they do. But those tag team championships for the women float all the way back to NXT. So why not the men's WWE tag team championship float back to NXT? I don't know. My name is Tristan. I just work here.
I mean, makes sense. I do agree with you about the undisputed. I had this conversation with a friend the other day because I was like, well, if we're, if undisputed is such a weird thing, how about make that QB1, make that the top dog. So you have, United States, WWE, then you have your heavyweight, boom, right?
Right.
But the main goal, the one that you need to come for WrestleMania, the one that you can't get unless you're in WrestleMania, is undisputed. Just undisputed, period.
That's it.
And nobody can get that unless, you have to be the WWE champ. You got to be the the heavyweight champion. Y'all got to fight. Boom. That's who gets that belt. And then that's it.
I had an idea
all the way up until WrestleMania.
I had an idea though for the Royal Rumble going forward. And my name is Tristan. I don't work there. I work here. And I was thinking that, and I'm going to give the chat some love. This is to you guys, the chat, giving you guys some love. I'm going to ask the question. I'm going to give Jess a little bit of time to think about it, give you guys time to think and react about it, and read the chat, because I need to give you guys some love. I think that every single year that the person that is the runner-up, the person that almost lost, should automatically come in at number 30 the next year.
Ooh.
Let's give the chat a little bit of love.
That would be something. Unless you're having like some big return or something like that, then yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah, always number 30. So Heel Vega's here. What's going on, Heel Vega?
Hey.
Fernando.
And that's another thing. Once you finish giving them love, we got to talk about number 30.
Sure. Fernando's here. Maria's here. Let's see.
Maria.
Maria says, acknowledge the queen, Yapomaniacs.
Yes. Nice. I'm nice, but hey, man, I can't do that. Roman Reigns might come get me, man.
Let's see. Heel Vega said that the Royal Rumble was very solid, not spectacular.
Right. It was not spectacular. Like we're always promised, this is going to be a spectacle. This is going to be the biggest Royal Rumble of all time. God, Jesus.
Stu says that the Rumble was just okay. Safe winners. Okay.
Safe winners, safe entries, all that. Oh,
okay.
God, I can't wait. I can't wait till we get to the men's Royal Rumble, because that's where I was just like, I was about to turn it off. Honestly.
Heel Vega is commenting at your comment to where you were talking about you hated everything that Gunther does. He says, as you said, Jess, you should be hating everything Gunther's doing. Yeah, I agree.
It's just I don't like his story. I don't like the story. I don't.
Heel Vega says, I don't know, Tristan. That was very alcoholic of you. Just like when you said Tiffany Vicaire.
Yeah. Oh, dang. That's crazy. Didn't think people remembered that one.
Fernando says, women's Royal Rumble was way better than the men's Royal Rumble.
Thank you. Oh, my God. Clearly, the audience didn't feel that way, right? Because we had way more surprising entries in the women's than we did the man.
Hold on, Jess. Hold on. That was a surprising entrance.
Hey,
Brie Bella.
Let me tell you something. I didn't expect her. I said it on socials. I thought she was going to stay at AEW with her man, and that was that on that. But obviously, she said, you know what? Brie mode. I was so happy. I was like, oh, this really warms my chest. And apparently, Saudi Arabia ate it up, bro. They ate that up.
But she was never in AEW.
No, but she did say she was not going to leave wherever she was. Maybe she was at AEW. Whatever she was doing, she was not going to come because of Brian.
Right, and her sister was like, yo, girl, stop being stupid. Come make the Saudi Arabia money real quick.
And I think that's probably what she said. Yeah. And, you know, somebody brought that up. She was like, dang, it's kind of, this return, excuse me, this return would have had the best pop if they was able to do the, you know, boom. And then she has Brie mode across her chest. But, you know, it's Saudi Arabia. They had to remain looking like Power Rangers all on that damn ring, which was cool to me. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I think they did what they did. Look, let me tell you something. Brie Bella and Nikki Bella are only Hall of Famers within their generation.
Yeah, that's
the prior generation before and the current generation now, they ain't nothing.
I mean, she just got back. I mean, how are you going to say she's not a part of? She can't be a part of this generation. She's just not returning for this generation.
I'm saying both of them. The Bella twins were never anything special.
Obviously enough, you heard the pop. They got fans.
Look, they do.
You don't like anybody. I enjoyed the Bella twins every time I saw them on the screen. I love them.
You didn't see the Bella twins in 2012.
Because they can wrestle. They really can. And a lot of times people's hate is because of their man.
Okay, so I don't have any beef with Daniel Bryan, Brian Danielson, whatever people want to call him. Here's my question. What is the Bella twins? What is their gimmick?
I guess this twin thing going on, like really pretty, prissy, Brie Mo, Nikki Mo, Bella twins. It's one thing to have one person as a tag team, but to have your sister, your twin.
But that's perfect. So that would be the same exact gimmick as the Usos, but the Usos are more than that. I think that the Bella twins need a little bit of an extra layer to them. To me, they're just a little bit of black.
Isn't that not why Nikki is now a heel and now she's about to start going on her solo round?
Well, she could be a heel if she wants, but it still doesn't. She needs more of a gimmick. It's like Dragunov, right? My friend Lewis said to me, "Oh yeah, Ilya Dragunov is a great wrestler." I said, "Great. So what's his gimmick?" He's one of those people that I don't ever see right now.
His gimmick is that it's enjoyable. That pain and fighting is enjoyable. Like, he's not out there because he has to fight. He's out there because he wants to fight.
What about Sheamus? That's Sheamus's gimmick.
Okay. What's that? Bro, and yeah, and all of that. That's an Italian. Jesus, Irish version of that. Everybody has their own cultural look on the thing. You know what I'm saying? Culturally, Sheamus is Irish, so it looks It's like an Irish feel for him. You know what I'm saying? So what's the problem?
The problem is, Jess, when you look at the I'm gonna name off a bunch of wrestlers for you. I'm gonna go to the Undisputed Championship, and I'm going to look at the history, and I'm just gonna randomly pick wrestlers. And I'm going to be respectful of the fact that you only go back so far, so I can't go all the way like, oh, tell me who's in 1996. No. But if you go back in, let's say, Brock Lesnar. He was the champion from February 19th, 2022 to April 3rd, 2022. What's his gimmick?
You said, give me those years again.
Brock Lesnar. He was
I got Brock Lesnar years. I need the year.
February 2022 to April 2022, he was the Undisputed Champion. What's his gimmick?
What's his gimmick? Wasn't it the same thing as Roman Reigns, kind of, sort of?
No.
The Beast?
No, his gimmick is that he's just a badass, that he's legit, he's a legit athlete, that when he was
So the Gunther storyline.
Bigger than Gunther. Gunther is like an old school. He's an old school persona. Goldberg, golly. Brock Lesnar is a legit athlete.
You like that match. That whole Goldberg thing for 30 seconds. You enjoyed that.
He was in the NFL. He was in UFC, and he's like legit. Like if I was walking down the hallway and I saw Brock Lesnar go around the other way, I said, you know what, brother, you got it. You got it. Okay.
Gunther's legit.
Looking at The Miz. What's The Miz's gimmick?
Oh, the person that everybody overlooks, stuff like
the
that.
Hollywood guy, the A-lister,
the Hollywood guy, the guy in, everything. He's all of these things, but they treat him like a clown and a joke, just kind of like R-Truth.
Right, but I'm talking about what the gimmick is. The reason why R-Truth is like, I think that R-Truth can't ever be a world champion because his gimmick is only one-dimensional.
Maybe that's because writer's room needs to clean house and possibly get some fresh blood and new meat, and we might could get some real stories.
Heel Vega says the problem is WWE separates world championships by brand. I think at this point it doesn't even matter anymore. It's so fluid. Before it made sense, but now it's just so fluid to where you can just see one on one show, one on the other show. We haven't had a draft in like 2 years.
Right. But I say we haven't seen a double champion since Roman Reigns. You got a point. Stu
came in. Stu, you're gonna let this whole thing blow up. You're gonna be like the the stat person. Stu says that his last match was 12/20/25. So he's been, we're talking about Dom. So Dom's been gone a little bit over 30 days. So at this point, somebody who really wants the Intercontinental Championship should come out there on Raw and press the thing and say, hey, he hasn't been here to defend it. He should be defending it every 30 days, but he's not.
Like I'm about to say, Monday's around the corner, so we're definitely going to see how this is going to play out for Monday, because there's no way that Triple H doesn't have that little bird in his ear talk about, look, bro, what are you doing with the Intercontinental? What are we doing on both sides? What are we doing? What are we doing with the Intercontinental? What are we doing with the United States? What are we doing?
Maria says that she hates the cat suits that the woman had to wear. One thing that a lot of people were saying online, Jess, about the cat suits that the woman had to wear is that they were saying there was a post going around and people were saying, oh, that is messed up, that the WWE is making is not covering the cost of the gear. We call it gear. Some people call it costumes outside of pro wrestling, but we call it gear. So the ring gear that the women have to wear, that WWE is not reimbursing the woman for it because Saudi Arabia is making them wear it. So like I went on social media, hi, Tristan Law, Semi-Tied Pro Wrestler, and I told everybody, I said attention. I'm trying to remember it off the dome. It was something more like attention wrestling fans. Whether you're wrestling in the Indies, in WWE, AEW, or TNA, you as a wrestler, you buy your own gear. It's what you do. If you are going to the Royal Rumble, you're buying brand new gear. You're not wearing what you wore last week.
Or unless you're Bianca, you made it yourself.
Right? But either way, it's still an expense that has to be foot. So like everybody's saying that, oh well, it's not fair because Saudi Arabia is doing this and doing that. Let me tell you something. Turn off y'all TV. Y'all just can't watch something without just complaining. That's what y'all complaining
Don't
about?
watch it. Don't watch it. Look, let me tell y'all something.
Tell us.
Now the teacher in me had to come out. Y'all know who Saudi Arabia is. You know how you know how stuff is ran there. We've all known. If they didn't feel comfortable, if they was upset truly, they wouldn't be there.
I agree. 100%.
They wouldn't have gone. They would not have gone. They would have taken their name out of the Royal Rumble and they will be over here in America chilling. They know what they're doing. They know what they signed up for. It's gear, guys. It's gear. Now, if they had to wear luchador, like if they had to cover their whole faces and all this other stuff, then I might be on y'all side. But all they had to do was cover from the neck down.
Right.
That was it. Now, if y'all are, just say y'all love to over sexualize women in wrestling, because I don't see the problem with the gear.
Yeah. I don't see a problem with it either, Jess. I mean, me personally, I don't like to wrestle in anything that's covering my whole entire body, because when I have to take it off, it's like a washcloth. Number one, but the thing that I want to say so that everybody understands hearing my voice, Jess, do you know who the $1 Million Man is?
Who?
The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. He was a great wrestler back in the 90s. He had a phrase. You know what that phrase was, Jess?
That man is.
The phrase. The phrase was, "Everybody has a price." And let me tell you, for that Saudi Arabia money, for them to come over, Rhea Ripley said it on the WWE blog herself, that she's in a theme park in Saudi Arabia and she's getting paid for it.
Yeah. Her, Randy Orton, Liv Morgan. Like, remember who promoted Saudi Arabia? Remember those people? I remember I saw Bianca Belair. I saw Liv Morgan. I saw Rhea Ripley. I saw all these people in there enjoying Saudi Arabia and probably that nice check that cleared before they did those commercials.
I'm telling you. Woo. I'm telling you. Later on in the show, Jess and I are going to, and we want to hear from you as well too. We want to hear your women's wrestler of the night, your men's wrestler of the night, and your moment of the night. Don't drop it now. I want you to hold on to that. That's going to come at the end of the show. I want to know who your women's wrestler of the night is, men's wrestler of the night, and moment of the night. And if you are not watching live because, you probably just ended up on this by accident on YouTube, feel free to put it in the comments, because I like to read all the comments and people will interact with you in the comments. So leave that there. But let's switch, because we know that Liv Morgan won. There's 4 other matches that occurred, and let's talk about AJ Styles versus Gunther, the end of an era. Jess, what were your thoughts and feelings on AJ Styles and Gunther?
Disgusted.
Why?
Unsatisfied.
Why?
Unsatisfiedly played with. Stupid. Nope. It was trauma. For me, trauma. Why? Because I was there for John Cena. So to see this whole thing go down like that again blew the crap out of me. But Jesus. Woo, AJ. You got my heart there, because I was scared. I thought he was gonna put them gloves on the ground. He said, no. I'm not about to. That's what I was like. I know he really ain't about to be retiring himself in Saudi Arabia. Please, come on. I knew it. I was like, AJ, you're not about to let this man take your career out in another country? Please. So man.
Do you think that AJ Styles? Well, do you think that AJ Styles is really retired? No.
Nope. I think the man still has more in his tank. Every person that was seriously retiring, we seen a more emotional, an emotional standpoint. Way more emotion than what AJ did. Way more.
But AJ said that if he retired, that if he lost, he was going to retire. He's going to be retired. So he's a babyface. The thing that makes a babyface is that they stick with their word. When they say something, they're going to stick with it. And I agree, Jess, that AJ Styles still
turn nice.
He still has a lot in the tank. And AJ is 48 years old and did a 450 splash from the middle of the ring yesterday off the ropes.
Man.
There are people that are half his age who can't do that.
No.
So how do we get...
And he's short. He's like 5'7", and was wearing this man Gunther, who is like 6'3", wearing his ass out. He's phenomenal. He's called the phenomenal one for a reason, and we saw it last tonight. How
does AJ come back then? He's a babyface. Like he's a man of his word.
Like I said, I think it's a heel thing. I think there's going to be something that's going to have to do with Finn and Drew. Like, we still got to hold this whole thing with Drew and Cody and Jacob and AJ and Finn.
I don't think that's going to work for him just to come back as the heel. If he's coming back, it has to be on some kind of technicality. It has to be something to where it was like, this didn't go right. And because this happened the way it happened, AJ Styles, he got the short end of the stick. So if I'm looking at it just the way...
Oh, yes, remember, he said a tap out, not a pass out. He said tap out, not a pass out.
That could be a way. Or they could say, hey, look, the ref normally... takes the arm and holds the arm and drops it and then goes down to 2. And then at the third, if your hand hits the match is over.
Oh,
they didn't do that.
He did that twice. No,
right.
Like he did it once.
He did it once. That could be the open, because I used to go to TNA back in the day, not a secret. And go to TNA back in the day, I used to always see, the referee that was in that match, Rudy Charles was his name in TNA. And Dan Engler's his name in WWE now. And he seemed really emotional in that match last night. So maybe his emotions got a little bit the best of him and he wasn't impartial, and they can let AJ Styles cool off for a little bit and then bring him back. And then the last person he sees is Gunther, then I don't know. But I definitely don't see it being a heel, him being a heel coming back.
Okay.
Don't get it wrong. Crazy things have happened.
This is the WWE universe. Crazy things happen all the time. But I know that's the point, but the whole Gunther storyline of him being the legend killer and still haven't seen The Rock is just running stale for me. But you can't be somebody's legend killer when you haven't faced the Beast, you haven't faced the final boss, you haven't you faced kind of the lowest of John Cena. Woo, that's one. But you still got to face Randy Orton. And God forbid if Batista was to, say, you know what? I'm going to come back real quick for my run. Who knows? But somebody's going to put Gunther in his place. And personally, I would hope it's The Rock, but it probably won't.
When you're looking at Randy Orton being the legend killer, Randy Orton was the original legend killer. He didn't have to face The Rock or anybody else like that. When he was the legend killer, he was just defeating legends of the generation that came 1.5 generations before him. So I think that Gunther being a legend killer or the career killer is the name that they copyrighted was because he defeated John Cena, he defeated Goldberg, big whoop, but he defeated AJ Styles. So it's now like he's on a tear. He was number 30 in the Royal Rumble, but like you said, Jess, AJ passing out and not tapping out, it is very crucial to the story. I think that's going to come back. I said on Threads, I don't know if I said it on the show on Friday, but I went on Threads and I said, you could always follow me and Jess on Threads, the real big Tristan, Jess the Apton. When they were talking about AJ, I was like, man, I didn't want AJ to lose, but now I want him to lose because I want everybody to be angry. I want everybody to be angry and so emotional, invested in it, because now when AJ comes back, because look, AJ didn't leave the gloves. He didn't leave the boots. He didn't leave any part of his gear. Nope. So maybe he knew that it was a flim-flam, okey-doke in the scam, and he's going to get his lawyers in there and get his way back in.
Yeah, that's what I think. I agree with you because it felt like a fluke. It didn't feel authentic. It didn't feel like, I'm one of those who feel like AJ deserves his year run. I feel like, like we have seen him for the last 6 months. Last 6 months carrying the industry on his back. We've seen it. So it's like, why? Because Gunther I'll find it. Yeah. Because Gunther is being pissy. He's on his period. He on the rag. Like what? Like, are we for real? This man is on the rag. Like, I'm just like, every time I turn around Gunther, oh my God, I'm tired of all these old timers. Man, ignorant self.
Tell us how you really feel, Jess.
I already told you how I felt. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Good wrestler, don't like him.
I love what Gunther's doing. He's so old school. When you look at old school pictures of Gunther, he's the guy that everybody said, yeah, good luck, kid. And Gunther's like on the top of the game. Like, they're building. This might even be a little bit disrespectful. What I'm going to say.
When's the last time he held the belt for how long?
Doesn't need to. Doesn't need to. He sent John Cena home. The greatest of all time. He beat Goldberg.
Literally just now we're back to this wishy-washy thing, Trish, because you literally just said, oh, whoop-de-doo, and now we're like, oh, well, so what? He beat this guy. Pick a lane. I need you to pick a lane.
The lane is that he doesn't need the championship,
and then not lean the other way.
It's not me being wishy-washy. It's me saying that the accolade of him ending the greatest of all time, sending Goldberg home, and defeating AJ Styles, the face that ran the place, is a bigger accolade than him being the champion.
He didn't defeat it. We literally just had this conversation.
The bell rang. The bell rang, and Gunther was announced the winner. There's a technicality there, right? But we have to see if the technicality even plays itself out.
It probably will. Because again, we were promised a AJ run. So
one of the most important things, though. So Jess just said, everyone, that we were promised an AJ run. And I'm going to tell you guys the most important words that appear on every single pro wrestling poster and every single pro wrestling advertisement. You know what those words are, Jess?
What is it?
It's 5 words. Card is subject to change. You are not guaranteed anything. One of my friends last night, beautiful buddy Thomas, he wrestled Doink the Clown. Doink the Clown was supposed to wrestle, and Doink wasn't medically cleared. But Doink was still there. So people that paid money for Doink can't say, oh, man, I really wanted Doink to wrestle. But you know what? You could want in one hand, and you could pee in the other and see which one fills up first. So card is subject to change. So we were promised an AJ run. And
we still, but it's no confirm or deny that we won't. Subject to change, correct. Like you just said, it's subject to change. He was supposed to be retiring, right? He's not. So now what? You just said it's subject to change. So maybe it's not going to be a long run, but we're going to get this run. It ain't going to be long, but it will be something.
I think that is it going to happen? Yes. Do they have to bring AJ back? At this point, no, because he's a babyface. He said that a babyface is always a man of their word or person of their word. But I think that because of that one small technicality, how he passed out, didn't tap out, and how the referee didn't do the proper thing with the hand, and the referee was a little bit emotional, I think that's the way out, how they don't paint themselves into a corner. Let's talk about somebody else. Let's talk about Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn. Did you ever think for a second, Jess, that Sami Zayn was going to win that championship?
For a second, but when he started missing the hula kick and just certain things where I know his moves are a powerhouse, and that is the end of the match, I knew. I was like, dang, like, Sammy, you're missing these moves at a 0.2 seconds.
Right.
But then we see why. We saw why Drew won. Because what did he do? Came out on the Royal Rumble and took out Cody Rhodes.
He's so petty. Drew McIntyre is so petty.
He's a diva, such a little diva. I'm like, Lord Jesus, man.
They should call him Petty McIntyre.
Right, Petty McIntyre.
Because he is so petty. Like Drew, you didn't even have to come out, but you decided that you was going to come out. Drew McIntyre is such a hater. He's like, it ain't, he is, he's great. Right, let me give him a hand clap. He said, Drew McIntyre, that it ain't fun if all the homeboys can't get none, and I don't want none of the homeboys to get none. So he eliminated Cody Rhodes from being the winner of the Royal Rumble because you know what? Maybe that's the one that he fears the most. But the story that you could look at in there was Sami's body was failing him towards the end, right? Because he definitely took a beating from Drew.
Yeah.
Drew's brutal. And the announce table powerbomb, I think that was the turning point.
That was it. That was it for me. When I saw that, I was like, it's over, Sami, because that looked like a tough fall. Tough fall.
So what's next for Sami?
Well, I'm sure he's tired of being. It's like it's shifted. It shifted from Drew getting undermined to now Sami has gotten undermined. Sami is now getting overlooked for belts. Sami is the new Drew McIntyre now. So now Sami has to insert his dominance. Let me say it like that. It has to insert his dominance, and I think he should try again.
Would you
maybe go for CM Punk? I don't know, but I think he needs to keep trying.
Would you be upset if Sami Zayn went into the Elimination Chamber and won? And went into WrestleMania and went to WrestleMania in Las Vegas.
I'm upset? No. Shocked that even Triple H, that first of all, that creative team even thought of something so creative. And just because again, I was like, I know the sob storyline, so I'm like, okay, if that goes down, then that means I was right and they took the sob storyline and he's going to be the champion for a little bit to, be the next Cody Rhodes, make the kids happy.
Let's give the chat a little bit of love because, I did get a complaint one time that we didn't give them enough love. So here we go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Cheyenne was here.
Hey, Shy. How are you?
Make sure you guys check out Main Event Conversation. I think the next episode is coming on Friday. We're trying to buckle some things down. The episode will be on Friday. But Cheyenne says, just here to say the headline for this is perfect, and you guys are doing a great job recapping the show. Thank you, my brothers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see. Heel Vegas said AJ never tapped out. Stu says, we are not booing AJ.
No, we're not. That was, oh yeah, because people was thinking that they were booing AJ when he, passed out. But in reality, they were saying no. I like that. I was like, Saudi Arabia, I can appreciate your audience. That was pretty cool.
Stu says that Lyra had the gear of the night.
Oh. Okay. I'm sorry. Just the nerd in me has to give it to Io Sky, bro. If you know, bro.
Wasn't it Dragon Ball Z?
No.
Wait, which one is Io Sky? Let me look. I'm not even trying to be rude. I mix them up all the time. I can't figure out who is who and who is not. I think I got a picture of Io Sky here, right?
Yes, you do.
Ain't this? Io Sky, that's Power Rangers, right?
There you go.
I was like, okay. I'm about to, I was looking at it. I ain't going front though. If y'all don't know nothing about me, I love me some Power Rangers. I remember watching in 1993, and my brother had to be the Red Ranger, and I'm the older one. And he made me the black. He said, you could be any other Ranger you got. You wear glasses, you could be the Blue Ranger. But the Blue Ranger was a nerd. So I had to be the Black Ranger. But my brother became a dancer, and then he wanted to be the Black Ranger. But then when the White Ranger came out, he wanted to be the White Ranger, and I was forced being the Red Ranger.
I was always the Yellow Ranger. Always. I never chose nothing else. Well, I like the Green Ranger, but everyone knows why we love the Green Ranger.
Let's see. Maria says that she loves Gunther. Heel says that Gunther is the man that doesn't need a belt right now. Fernando says the Miz wishes he was the heel Gunther was, and Gunther was the best heel in wrestling.
Okay, so you put it on me for what? I already told you what's up. Y'all saw the Miz. He was in there. He was in there way longer than some damn Gunther. So I don't want to hear nothing. He was there,
the
and
Miz,
he said he lasted. Who eliminated Miz again? I believe that was Brock Lesnar. Right.
The Miz was in there for 7 minutes and 5 seconds, and Gunther was in there for 7 minutes and 51 seconds. So Gunther's technically better than the Miz
by 30 seconds. Man, you gonna make me, Tristan? Don't piss me off because I was about to cuss you out smooth on this microphone. Don't piss me off.
Maria says that Sami Zayn is a loser.
The numbers don't lie, man. The numbers don't lie. As far as the main roster, yeah, he's not the biggest winner.
Maria says that Sami should become a ref or a manager. Heel Vega says the Red Ranger is the GOAT. And Heel Vega says that Roman Reigns might be going after CM Punk.
I mean, that's legit. It's legit due to his health. His health is like, you can tell that Roman Reigns is not the same Roman Reigns that we had back in 2023 or 2024. It's not. He's not the same guy.
I don't know. He was talking some fire on the Pat McAfee show the other day.
I mean, that's all talk and stuff, but you can look at it. We all have eyes. This is not the same brute Roman Reigns that we had in 2025. He's lost weight. I'm not saying he moves slow or anything like that, but you can tell that he's about to leave out of here kind of like Batista.
Nah. Batista said, I ain't coming back. See y'all later. And just left.
And he just might not either. He might just do this real quick 2-year run, to prove a point, probably, because he already said he's not feeling what the youngins are doing.
Right.
So probably take Gunther ass out and then walk away and try this whole 300-day run again. I would love that. I thought that was fun.
The number one person in the Royal Rumble was Obafemi.
Took out how many? I think.
Obafemi?
I think he took like 8 people out in the first 10 minutes of the match.
Obafemi spent 39 minutes and 4 seconds in there. He eliminated Braun Breaker, Rusev, Solo Sikoa, Rey Mysterio, and Matt Cardona.
5 people.
5 times. 5 times. But there's something that I want to pay off. Something that I mentioned in the intro. I don't think that Obafemi would have had such an easy time. Not saying that my little bro Oba could not get rid of Braun Breaker, but it was easier. Why was it easier, Jess? There's a masked man. There is another masked man.
Oh shit.
And they want us to believe that it is Seth Rollins. The last time,
because you saw that body, of course. Well, then who else? Who else? There's nobody else at this point.
I'll tell you who it is. It's the same person who it was before.
Austin Theory.
Yeah. Austin Theory, when he came out, he was wearing the Shield-esque gear. Oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps. Maybe the issue is that it's going to be the Shield. I'm sorry, the Vision versus the new Shield. Austin Theory, go back and look at it. He was wearing, in that match that he had on Monday Night Raw, he was wearing Shield-esque gear, the riot gear or whatever it was. And what if he was sent by Seth Rollins to be a covert person, to be an undercover brother?
Yeah.
But there's also another way that I look at this as well, too. What if it's not from Seth Rollins? There's one other person in the WWE who would want to eliminate Braun Breaker out of the Royal Rumble and cut him short. Who would it be, Jess?
You tell me, because I'm like kind of off your train here, because I'm like, it kind of sounds asinine, but go ahead.
Adam Pearce.
See, and then I just say it was going to be something stupid. And
it's not stupid, not at all. Look, Paul Heyman got in the face and kind of yoked up Adam
You
Pearce.
got a picture? You have a picture of the masked man?
No. It's not. No, I'm not saying that it's Adam Pearce.
Okay.
I'm saying that it could have been somebody sent by Adam Pearce.
Maybe.
The reason why is because doing the pre-show, Paul Heyman said to Adam Pearce, if you want to FAFO with me, I'm going to FAFO with you. So maybe what Adam Pearce did said, you know what? I'm not going to FAFO, but if they want to FAFO, I'm going to FAFO. Hey, go do this. So now the person who we think it is, it may not be Austin Theory. It could be somebody totally different that was sent by Adam Pearce.
I think you're reaching, Trish.
Then who is it?
It's Seth Rollins.
Too easy.
It's not.
Why would he have to run? Why would he run if it was Seth Rollins?
Easy.
Why?
Because that's so easy. Because again, the phone call. He said, because what's his face? Paul said he was upset about the F around and find out because Braun Breaker was number 2. And his way of saying, oh, I'm going to mess with you now. Now you coming out with Braun Breaker. Brock Lesnar, like that's your guy. And you just turned your back on the Vision already. Come on now. No. It is Seth. But I do agree with you about the Shield thing. It's Seth. Shield Seth. And then Austin was a spy, like I've been saying. He's a spy. And the new Shield is coming with Seth Rollins and Austin Theory and probably 2 more other people.
But Brock...
The whole idea... Wait a minute, I got you. The whole idea is to eliminate Paul Heyman. That is the story. The story is to eliminate Paul Heyman. Really, it is.
Brock Lesnar came in number 23. He came in well after, after everybody else. That was Paul Heyman trying to figure out to see if he can get one last win, because Logan Paul came in number 20, if I'm not mistaken. I'm guessing, and I have it right here.
Like 2021, and then right afterwards was Austin Theory.
Yeah, Austin Theory came out number 15.
Right, so Logan came after him, so he was 16.
Nope, Bronson came after him, and Logan was 20, and Brock Lesnar was 22.
I thought all three came out at the same time. I guess not.
It was Royce Keys, Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, then Ilya Dragunov, and then Brock Lesnar came out after LA Knight, but before The Miz.
Yeah. Okay, got you. I got you.
And what I'm saying, though, is that I'm not saying that it's Adam Pearce. I'm talking to the chat. Because everybody's saying Adam Pearce. No, I'm not saying that it's Adam Pearce. What I'm saying is that the reason why I wouldn't say that it's Adam Pearce is because Adam Pearce we've not been told that Adam Pearce is a wrestler. The way that Adam Pearce has been grabbed up and handled like somebody's old dirty wallet, he doesn't have the investment for us to be like, oh, that's Adam Pearce, but it could be. This could be the way that they're introducing it, but I'm taking Adam Pearce completely out the game. I'm saying, because Adam Pearce is going to have to eventually answer to Braun Breaker. I'm saying that it could have been somebody that Adam Pearce sent, but it could be Seth, but it's not Seth. Because if it was Seth, why would he run? Just take off the mask. Somebody in the chat is saying that it is, who said it? Somebody said it. Fernando says that Grayson Waller was the masked man. They're talking about, Heel Vega said the guy that attacked Braun was shorter than Braun and too slim to be Seth. Could have been Pearce or Balor.
The Balor one.
We're not looking at the body type, because the body type doesn't matter.
No.
Because remember, they had 2 people that were the masked man for Austin Theory to throw everybody off. There was 2 different bodies in there.
Yeah, one of them was Austin. The other one was Jacob. We had 2 reveals, remember?
Well, no. I'm talking about for the Austin Theory reveal. When everybody was like, oh my God, it's Seth Rollins, stemming from the Survivor Series.
And then they ruined it on socials. They was like, no, that's not. It's definitely Austin Theory.
Right. So I'm saying that it could either be an agent for Seth Rollins, but not Seth Rollins, or it could be somebody sent by Adam Pearce. Because when I'm looking at it, I'm looking at why. why would anybody want to attack Braun Breaker? The two people that I see that got skin in the game right now.
I mean, easy,
Adam Pearce,
because they want to be the number one guy.
But they're in the Royal Rumble, so it's easy. The work is already done.
No, because that's the point. It's just all a misdirection. You really think the Vision is sitting there satisfied with the idea that Braun Breaker is that guy after losing to CM Punk? Please.
And that's why it could be Austin Theory.
If it's not Seth, I'll throw a ball in there. It could be. I truly think Logan Paul has the potential to do it. Why? How long he was in there? Number 4. He was 4th place or 3rd place. It took him a minute to get eliminated. So I feel like he said Braun Breaker, but he knew for himself he was trying to be the guy.
I wouldn't be upset if it was Braun Breaker either. I'm sorry. I wouldn't be upset if it was Logan Paul either. Because Logan Paul, he's been the guy waving the cheerleader pom-pom saying, "Yay, we're going to listen to Paul. We're going to listen to Paul." But let me tell you something. I don't trust Logan Paul as far as I can throw him, and I can't throw him far.
I remember the first day I found out he was on WWE. I was like, what the hell?
We are going to be talking about, in just a little bit, because we're almost at the end, Women's Wrestler of the Night, Men's Wrestler of the Night, and Moment of the Night. So make sure you guys hold that down. We're going to be bringing it back there in a second. But, okay. So I think that Roman going for Drew is just too damn easy.
Roman going for Drew?
Yeah, it's too easy.
Oh, please. Oh, too easy. Come on. You know he's going for CM Punk.
You should go for CM Punk. Because remember, there's still some kind of beef somewhere that they got that could be, taken care of. But
I want to say there's a story. Isn't there like an old school story in there for that one?
What do you mean?
Like something that, something from back from 2016, 17 or something like that. I feel like they got some history. So yeah, why not? I don't even think I'm about to say, no, we never even got that match. When CM Punk returned, we were supposed to get that match. We never got that match.
So looking at the poll, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, you're good.
Apologize, Stu. Looking at the survey says, how would you rate the Royal Rumble 2026? Right now, 44% of the audience says it's just okay. 33% of the audience says it was very good, and 22% said it was an all-time classic. Jess, where do you stand? And it's also disappointing. Nobody said it's disappointing. Where would you stand?
No, I'm not going. No. It's not disappointing, but I'll take that vote for just okay. A 7.5.
Okay, just okay. All right, let's go ahead and do the. I call it the awards for the night. I like doing the PLE. Women's Wrestler of the Night, Men's Wrestler of the Night, and Moment of the Night. Drop yours in the chat. Ladies first, as always. The Woman Wrestler of the Night, Jess, who you got?
I have to give it up to my girl, Lash Legend. That girl held her own for a long. She eliminated, I believe, 5 women. 5. I was like, she did very well holding herself down in that ring. So I will definitely have to say Lash Legend. For her, believe this is her 2nd Royal Rumble. This is good.
For my Women's Wrestler of the Night, let's see. Heel Vega says Liv Morgan. Maria also says Lash Legend. And I also say Lash Legend. When you're looking, let me tell you something. Lash representation was on fire last night.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. And Lash Legend eliminated Jordan Grease, both the Bella Twins, Io Sky, and Charlotte Flair.
All big dogs. All big dogs. No mid-carders. Those were all big dogs that she got out of there. So very proud of her for taking that lead.
Yeah, she definitely put in that work. Fernando says that Lash Legend is his Women's Wrestler of the Night. Let's go for Men's Wrestler of the Night. Ladies first. Jess, drop your Men's Wrestler of the Night for the Royal Rumble in the chat. I want to see it, whether you're live or on demand.
This one was difficult because, I mean, of course, I'm going to say I'm an Obafemi. I'm an Oba feminist all day, but the return of Roman Reigns, boy, whew, we needed that. I have to give it up to Roman Reigns for that very clutch win against Gunther. Clutch.
Heel Vega says Roman Reigns. He agrees with you. He says Roman Reigns.
That was a clutch win, man.
Let me tell you, that was, look, if Gunther didn't have that match before, Gunther would have won the Royal Rumble.
I don't know. It feels like Gunther's sweet spot is in his chest area. That spear looked like it broke him a little.
Sure did. I'm on the fence, but I have to choose one.
Yeah, man. I know.
So my wrestler of the night, I want it to be somebody else so badly, but I have to go with Gunther. The reason why I'm going with Gunther as the wrestler of the night last night is because he's the only person on the card that worked double duty.
Okay.
He came out and he ended AJ Styles' career, right? And he came out there and still eliminated Randy Orton and Penta. Granted, he only spent 7 minutes and 51 seconds in the ring, which was 7 minutes and 49 seconds longer than The Miz.
Anyway, but guess what? Again, he's still there. Y'all can talk all the shit you want to, but at the end of the day, Miz is a grand slammer. He's one of the greatest of all time. So doesn't matter. And when it's his time to retire, I don't want to see none of this. I don't want to hear it. I'm going to look at y'all crazy.
When The Miz retires, I will stand up and I will clap.
To know you will stay your ass down like the hater you are, because you are all haters.
Fernando gives it to Gunther. Heel Vega says the drop on Jess's face when Tristan said Gunther.
I did oh yeah, that might have to be the viral moment. Yeah, because I'm sorry, sometimes y'all know I'm animated. Y'all know that. I can't control my faces some days. I'm sorry.
Heel Vega says Miz was his GOAT in 2010 to 2011. And let me tell you, both of my parents are Jamaican, and he's not the GOAT because I brought the curry. If you know, you know.
Cute.
Thank you.
All right, so, but I really want to say Obafemi, though. Really want to say Obafemi.
Yeah.
Obafemi eliminated 5 people.
You came out number one. He came out number one and lasted at least a good until the half match. What'd you say, 36 minutes?
Obafemi did 39 minutes and 4 seconds. And I want to say this, right?
Wow.
Right, just because you and I always talk about representation a lot. And I think that representation means a lot to certain demographics of people. One day before Black History Month, and I could be wrong. Today's the first day of Black History Month in America. But yes, one day before Black History Month, and I could be wrong about this, Obafemi has the record for the black wrestler that spent the most time in the Royal Rumble. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I can't think of one other black wrestler that spent as much time in the ring as Obafemi. I'm going to have to go check it out.
I'm about to say, I don't even think Kofi Kingston stayed in that long. And he's in there every year.
Except for this year.
So yeah, there was a few people that were missing. No Kofi Kingston, no... Of course, they thought yet again, Chris Jericho was coming back. It was a couple of people. They was like, dang, they're not on the list. Hey, man, I honestly was hoping for as a return, number 30. The reason why I was so pissed off with Gunther is because I truly wanted Kevin Owens to come back. I want that story between him, either him and Sam. I want them to finish that story between him and Sami.
Heel Vega says people hated that Brock eliminated Oba. I loved it. The rookie turned his back and learned his lesson.
I was like, oh, yeah, but you're right. He shouldn't have never turned his back.
I want to give some flowers. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, just one little tidbit. If anything, if Oba was going to be eliminated, I would have hoped it would have been Roman or Randy.
That would have been big too. But it's still like now it's like, I was saying that I wanted the standoff between Gunther and Brock, but we didn't get that. But we got the standoff between between Oba and Brock.
Hey, we sure did. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe that's because they love to tease things.
They sure do.
So possibly this for either Elimination Chamber or WrestleMania.
Look,
and
man.
Boy,
Just tell me where I swipe. Tell me where I swipe. I do want to give some flowers to Lash Legend. Speaking about the whole, representation and everything else like that. Lash Legend was the number 3 longest person in the Royal Rumble between Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
For years.
Liv Morgan.
This is her second year.
Second year. And she showed up and she
just
showed
held
out.
on. She could have placed if she had held on longer. She could have placed. She could have been on in and air. Who was the 3? It was Liv.
Mm-hmm. Charlotte.
Who were the 3? Charlotte.
And then her.
And Tiffany. No, the 3 that were left.
Oh, the 3 in the end? Oh shit! Don't turn me into a liar.
I swear, I was like, I think Tiffany was one of the last 3 people. I would have wanted Lash to be one of the top 3.
Look, Jess, we're at the road to WrestleMania. Like we are here. Your bags are packed. We only have one more stop. We have to go to the Elimination Chamber, but after that, we're full speed ahead. Yeah. But let me just say this about the Royal Rumble. Because I always got to drop the gem in the end. The Royal Rumble is not about surprises. It's about answers. 64 people walked in thinking that night, last night in Saudi Arabia, was going to be their moment. But only 4 walked out knowing it was. Liv Morgan, she didn't just win a match. She ended a chase. Roman Reigns didn't just punch his ticket. He reminded everyone who still owns the yard. Drew McIntyre didn't just retain. He proved belief has a ceiling, and he's petty McIntyre. And Gunther, he didn't just win. He took something that could never be given back. Storyline-wise, it could be. But everyone else, they didn't fall. They didn't fail. They learned where they stand. WrestleMania season begins with hope, and it begins... Well, no, WrestleMania season probably doesn't begin with hope. It begins with clarity. And after last night, the picture has never been any more clearer. Well, that was me and Jess talking about the Royal Rumble. We'll be back tomorrow for more wrestling action talking. I want to thank Hill Vega, Stu, Maria, Fernando, everybody that participated in the chat. If you liked what we did today, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Find us on social media. I'm the real Big Tris, and she's Jess the Apton. I'm Tristan Law. She's Jess the Apton. And we'll see you next time.
Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride.